Welcome back, everyone. We're here at ICAST 2019, and we are in the MotorGuide booth to continue our Year of the Trolling Motor. Right. So welcome, Nate.
Nice to meet you.
So I understand that this is another big announcement for MotorGuide. Let's hear it. It's the Tour Pro. What's this all about?
Yeah, so this is our new cable steer GPS motor. So what we wanted to do was we went back to the old MotorGuide Tour and said, what made that trolling motor so successful? And what it was just a bulletproof trolling motor that had the features Angler wanted. So what we did was we started and completely redesigned the trolling motor from prop to pedal.
And when we say we, you're on the design team. You were an engineer behind this.
Yes, I've been working on this product for about 3 years, so it's awesome to have it done. I've been field testing it for the past 2, so to be able to take my trolling motor cover off and let people see what I'm fishing with is awesome.
So I was actually going to ask that because all these guys have these new trolling motors out and they're using them. How are you not getting seen on the lake or at the ramp? What are you doing to not be noticed?
So we have a trolling motor cover, so I have to, whenever the boat's on the trailer or I'm by people, it has to be covered. But when I'm fishing, we basically black the whole motor out. So one of the cool things we have is a red spring here. My boat just got a red spring. I've had a silver spring to kind of go incognito, and no logos on it, just kind of bare bones, keeping it under the radar.
It's hard to hide this though.
Yes. So we have a big head on this motor, and the reason we went with a big head,
a lot of brains, right?
A lot of brains. That's where this is where the magic happens. So what we wanted to do was making an awesome trolling motor starts with durability, and part of the durability is being able to hit something. Hit something hard. And if you don't have a breakaway system and you hit something hard, you're done. Your shaft is snapped, you're done. Everybody puts a composite column on these days. Composite columns bend to some point, but eventually they're going to shatter. And especially with a 20-foot bass boat and you're going 2.5 miles an hour and you hit something, you hit a couple times, you're done. So what we decided was instead of putting steering components in here, we moved them up into the head. So up in the head you have the control board, you have the steering transmission, and then you also have how we feel what the user's requesting for steering. So the whole base of the motor was durability, and that's what made the Tour super successful. So if we started with the pedal. So what made the Tour awesome, the Tour pedal awesome, was that it's a metal pedal. So we actually have a die-cast aluminum pad, and then on the bottom side of the pedal, we had to go with a plastic base because of all the complex geometry to get the buttons in there, but then we have a massive thick aluminum plate on the bottom that ties all the strength together. The other cool part about the pedal is we got the anchor button everybody wants. So this ties into our pinpoint GPS system, which is the most accurate GPS anchor. So competition will hold about 7 feet. We advertise 4 feet. You're likely going to be under 4 feet.
Now, does that connect with any graphs of any sort?
Yeah, so it's a standalone system by itself, but you're able to get chart plotter integration with Lowrance, Simrad, and then we just added Mercury Vessel View. So if you go with a glass dash option and it comes with Mercury Vessel View, you have chart plotter integration through the Vessel View.
Okay, so yeah, we talked about the head. That makes sense. That's why it's bigger. This is probably what I think most people are going to notice the most. This is the biggest difference. Yeah. Everything's in there. Yeah. Coming down, it's a 2-piece shaft. That's different than some of the other ones as well.
Yeah. So it's just a 2-piece column system, very similar to a traditional cable steer. Traditional cable steers have been a staple in the bass market, and we wanted to stick with that. We wanted to have the head be stationary so that your cable coming out the end doesn't move. If you go up in the brush, you're not getting tangled up with brushes and your curly cable. So this is just a simple design.
But there's no cables in here. This is just wires, just electric wires.
This is a true cable steer. They're actually our physical control cables. Okay. So that's the cool thing. So,
it's electric assisted cable.
Cable, yes. And it's if you go to the other electric assisted cable and you unplug it, you can't steer it. So there's not really a true cable steer. If you unplug ours, you can still steer it. So that shows that our cables are physically going. The cables come in here and they go to the exact same point on this motor as they do on the Tour, which is just a cable steer motor. So.
Okay, that makes sense because it still looks like a cable for that.
There are cables.
Talk about the mount. This looks beefy, a lot different than anything else I've seen.
Yeah, so the mount itself is kind of where the innovation started. We have a lift assist system in here that gives you, it's 20 pounds, less than 20 pounds to pull the motor up. When you look at the other guys, they're double the effort. So we were able to accomplish that both in adding a lift assist cylinder in here and then our geometry of how the lift assist cylinder happens. The other cool thing here is we have a new latch system on this mount. We call it our Bulldog latches. So for the past 35 years, every cable steer motor has been a pin in a slot. The MotorGuide Tour, a pin in a slot. All the other guys, pins in slots. They work, yes, but they can bind. You sometimes have to really pop that cable to get loose. So we said, what can we do better here? So we looked at the automotive industry and said, what's great in the automotive industry? A car door, right? You've never had your car door get stuck. You've never had a jerk on that handle. And you've never had your car door open when you didn't want it to. So this is the exact same technology that's used in a car door. So no matter what, no matter how long you fish, if you hit something or not, it's released, just like that. And it's the same way in the stowed position. So if we stow the motor and go back, we have the same single latch right here. So in the past, MotorGuide 2 or MotorGuide X5, you had a step on it. There was something called the MotorGuide step. That's gone. I can pull right here and release it. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be behind it. I don't have to be on top of it. I can pull from in front and deploy it.
It's so funny, that MotorGuide step. It's so true. That's really funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's crazy. So like, our goal was to get rid of that, and then in the past we've had all those like other companies making money selling accessories for our stuff. We figured, why don't we make the accessories? So the lift assist system, this motor is awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Nate. I'm gonna hop up here and see how it feels firsthand, I guess.
And I'll show you a couple things once you're up there.
Okay, perfect. All right. I like this. I was actually just on my boat fishing yesterday, and it just feels like I'm just still fishing today. It's great.
When you're up there, the head looks.
Yeah.
It goes away.
Yeah. It's not in the way. I don't think it's really in the way at all. Wow. It's fast. How are you finding the noise? Is it louder, quieter than others?
At typical operating systems, it's the same level or slightly below.
That is fast.
The cool thing, right? So the competition does. A typical trolling motor operator can do a 360 in about half a second, so it's about 120 RPM.
Yeah.
This motor spins at 90 RPM.
Wow. Is this some sort of breakaway mount here? You can slide that out.
This is a quick release bracket.
That's what. Yeah.
You can change it out.
That's okay.
So the cool thing. So one of the cool things we're able to do with our motor is we have 5 settings for the full pedal. So right now I'm in the medium. So let's say you're in big water and you want a stiff pedal. I can just enter a code on my remote and now try it. See how it's
Oh, wow. I kind of like that.
And if you're like calm in the morning and you want to be a lighter pedal, we can change that to, a pretty light pedal.
So yeah, if you miss that, so you can change the pedal to lighter, stiffer. That is true, because sometimes you're stepping on it just by mistake and it turns too quick on you. It's too much assist. I like it. It definitely feels fast. I don't know. It's so hard to say until you get in the water and really fish with it. And how's it in the weeds?
So one of the things that we did when we came out with a new prop called the MotorGuide Katana, we took NASA hydrofoil technology and worked with Mercury, since we're a part of Mercury, and they make the best props out there. So we combined those, and we came out with a new prop called the MotorGuide Katana. It's 30% more power at the same current draw than your standard MotorGuide machete prop, and it's a tank in the weeds. I've personally had this motor in the nastiest mat I can find, and I can go 2.5 miles an hour in that mat and have full control over the trolling motor like it's not even there.
Well, that's great. I do like fishing mats, so that's pretty good. I got to try it on the water. But, Nate, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back with some more live action from ICAST 2019 soon.